Libra, and welcome to Soul Guidance with Adriana. I'm a spiritual life coach and I help you discover and integrate your very own unique truth. I have an intuitive message for you about your journey this week, so let's get started. Interesting card, Defeat, Five of Swords. There is the feeling of giving up with this card. Like you've just had enough or you want to give up. And this is a good and a bad thing. Depending on what the cards are going to be on either side, it could be time to back up and just take yourself out. It could also be that you're giving up too soon. But whatever it is, this is a long pattern of being worn out or being worn down. Even though this poor bear has been stabbed by arrows, he's also emaciated, and so you can tell he's been starving, and starving doesn't happen overnight. So this is a situation that has been going on for some time. But what I feel like is going on is that it's actually sharpened your mind. It's sharpened how you are kind of like organizing and analyzing the information that's coming at you, or everything you've been through. You've got a much more detached view of it, and you're able to just kind of separate it out rather than being so emotionally entangled in it. That's fascinating. Okay, beneficial energy. Daughter of Feathers. Energy that challenges or pulls you back. Daughter of Roots. Okay. These are a really fascinating set of cards, Libra. I want to start with the energy that holds you back. The energy that holds you back is, funnily enough, that analyzing energy, the learning energy, and thinking that there's more to discover. Reading too deeply into situations, and just over processing in your mind, trying to get more and more and more out of it, thinking, okay, I've got to learn this, I've got to learn more, I've got to learn more. There's a curiosity in this card, which is good, but I feel like your message is less about learning and more about embodiment and mastery. This is the Page, and this is the Queen, and the Queen is beneficial, the Page is challenging. The Page feels as though it's incomplete, and while you're keeping a stronger analysis on the situation, a stronger handle of what's going on, there is a part of you that keeps wanting to overprocess and overthink and to pull out more and more facets until you think you have the complete picture. But the complete picture is that you know it's time to go to pull yourself out. It's time to try something different and remove yourself from the situation. Now we get into the fun part, the Mother of Feathers. This is a fun card. This is sun energy. It's expansive, it's creative, it's confident, it's magnetic, it's very attractive. Now, this is about being that, being that creative, positive, optimistic force, rather than going back and rehashing and figuring out and over processing and over categorizing. This is about living in the moment, enjoying yourself, and allowing yourself to be the magnet that you are. When you withdraw from a situation, you have a very clear picture of what was wrong in that situation. On the same token, without doing any extra work, you also have a clear idea of what would be right for you. Silly example, I went to the grocery store the other day and all of the avocados were very mushy. Clearly a first world problem. And so I had to completely change my whole shopping list because I had decided that avocados were going to be the center of my meals that week. So I had to redo everything. So I had to withdraw from that possibility. But in doing that, I saw a whole other set of options which were much better. Okay, so I know that's a very silly example, but the idea is that whenever you are faced with something that you can't stand, the universe is already calculating for you what you can stand, what you do want, what would be good for you rather than bad for you. And this mother of feathers is saying, just be a magnet. Just be a magnet for that. It's already sitting up in the universe waiting for you. Now you have to be a magnet. So how do you be a magnet? You understand that your attractive power is related to how you feel about yourself. It's that simple. If you feel good about yourself, you're attracting. If you feel bad about yourself, you're not attracting as strongly. If you are frustrated with yourself, you're pushing things away. If you're contented with yourself, you are attracting. If you feel you deserve what you're asking for, you're attracting. She has already attracted 3 different suitors, 3 different mates, and she's not even interested in any of them because she's like, yeah, I could get more, but I don't feel it right now. I don't feel like it right now. It's that kind of self-confidence that would really, really benefit you at this time. So we're not talking arrogance like, I'm the most beautiful thing in the world, but really a deep appreciation for who you are and really giving yourself the permission to feel good about yourself no matter what. Even if everything is falling apart and things are going to hell, there's still something about yourself that you can feel good about. Okay, and that is going to be your powerful magnet. Interesting. Let's keep going. We've got the devil, and my guides are saying 3 cards. Pull back. Another withdraw. So we defeat and withdraw. We have passage. Okay. Move on. Move on. Move yourself out of that situation that was binding you. Move yourself, cut yourself loose from everything that was keeping you down, everything that was diminishing your spark and taking out your joy of being here on the planet. Okay, you've done all the work of getting yourself out. Now you need to make sure that you move on. And when you move on, be aware that there's still going to be a shadow of that situation tailing you. See, this glove is still tied to the falcon. You don't have to stay with that shadow forever. You can cut it off, and you will cut it off, Libra, but be aware that it's still going to follow you as you move on, but you need to move on. That's the next step. The bird is still free, okay? It's just that he's got this extra weight that he's carrying, and that will be the next thing that you'll have to do is cut off that shadow, cut off that little bit of baggage that's following you. But the good news is that you're on the right track and you're moving in the right direction. All right, Libra, thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me. I really do enjoy doing these readings, and it's always really awesome to hear from you. So I look forward to seeing you next time, and have a good one.